Yo, what's going on, guys? Incarnate HD here, bringing you guys another commentary on the Doom Clan channel. And what you guys are watching right now is a triple chem strike with a Maverick on the map Ignition by Zoom V. You guys know him, you love him. Maverick, pretty good gun. He's playing in, I believe, a party of 4 from what I can see. 3 or 4. None of them are running support. 2 people actually get chem strikes, so it's a total of 5 chem strikes in this game. And this game is kind of slow, to be honest, so I actually cut out the first part of each streak to around the specialist bonus. So hopefully you guys don't, care about that, because this is almost a 9-minute commentary, and I really don't like sitting down for 12 minutes and talking into a microphone, because I kind of will run out of stuff to talk about. So what I am going to be talking about, once again, is another commentary, which is bringing you guys my opinion. As always, I do like to share my opinion with you guys. Leave your opinions on this topic in the comment section below. What are your opinions on it? Because mine obviously differ from yours, because people can have different thoughts on things. That's what makes the world great. We have different opinions, and we can argue, and we can, there's really no better opinion about this. But yeah, so in recent news, Call of Duty has been on sale, or Call of Duty Ghost specifically, has been on sale for $40. Now, obviously, this is because the game isn't selling well. Now, previously, Black Ops 2 overall was the best-selling Call of Duty. Like, for the release sales and for the overall sales, it was the best-selling COD. So, market-wise and the amount the money they made-wise, yeah, it was the best COD. Obviously, it's an opinion on how good the game was, but for companies like Activision and Treyarch, it was the best Call of Duty. Now, reasons why I think Ghost is struggling is just because there's such a lack of interest in the game, and I feel like it's so repetitive. Now, I'm not here to rant. This is my opinion. You might think it's a rant, but it really isn't. I'm just sharing my opinions on why. I mean, the game really has no color. Now, you might say color. It doesn't really matter. But if you look at games like MW3 that had so much color, that game did insanely well. Now, I know that was back during the Call of Duty phase, when Call of Duty was still like a big part of YouTube, and now it's, it's died down a little bit, but the color in that game was outstanding, and everything just popped out, everything shined, and that's something that, might not seem like it plays a big part in it, but it kind of does, because most games that have really good graphics will attract more people, because the game is more complex and it looks nice. That's one thing that we want to see. If we ran around playing an 8-bit game of Call of Duty, no one would want to watch it, because the game is simply not entertaining to watch. Now, YouTube plays a big part in game sales. The best example of this I can bring to you guys is Minecraft. If YouTube did not exist, people and YouTube channels like Minecraft, they wouldn't be around. Minecraft would not be a thing. It wouldn't be on the Xbox, because it wouldn't be as big without YouTube. Now, with the lack of YouTube interest in Call of Duty now, that kind of brings down the sales, obviously, because if you look at channels like PewDiePie, if PewDiePie plays a game that no one ever heard about, and he plays it in one of his videos, people will go out and buy the game instantly, and that game will shoot to the top of the leaderboards, the top of the markets. It's insane. I remember once PewDiePie played a game, and I never heard of it before, but it was instantly at the top of the App Store, and that's just the kind of effect that the internet has on things. Games like Flappy Bird, no one ever knew about them until some of the biggest YouTubers started playing it, and the money was insane. I mean, YouTube played such a huge part in getting that game out there, and if you look at games like COD Ghosts, it isn't selling well because YouTube really isn't a thing for it. No one really watches Call of Duty videos anymore. I mean, you look at people like Pomage, yeah, they upload Call of Duty, but it's not as much as it used to be. And people like Hutch and CNanners, they're all around, they're in the millions of subscribers. Syndicate is at 7 million subscribers from pretty much uploading strictly Call of Duty ever since like 2010 and, Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. It was insane what YouTube could do for game sales. But with the death of, the Call of Duty YouTube community, because obviously not all YouTube is dead, but Call of Duty has died down ever since MW2. The game sales have died down. Now, I know Black Ops 2 wasn't, big on YouTube, but it was the best-selling Call of Duty of all time, because it was a growing franchise, but then I think that was it. From this point on, I think the interest in Call of Duty is gone, and they need to do something. Now, the second part of the commentary is what I feel like they could do to make the next Call of Duty sales so much better. First off, they can take aspects like they did from the old CODs. Games like Black Ops 1. Black Ops 1 was so hyped for, and MW3. Those games were so hyped for. It was unbelievable. I remember just the night before, it was insane. I had those games pre-ordered. I was ready to get them, play them at midnight, or I went to the midnight release. And then Black Ops 2, I didn't go to the midnight release. I didn't get the game till it came out a week later, because the games are regressing. Not progressing, they're regressing. With the addition of new things, we're moving backwards. Now, the desperation currently of Infinity Ward, even lowering the price of Call of Duty, it's unbelievable to see such a company that was doing so well a few years back and is now, you know, basically begging their consumers to buy their game. It's unbelievable. But what doesn't make sense is they lower the price of their game to around $40 because they want people to buy it, but then they release a gun exclusively to season pass holders, which gives them an unfair advantage to people who don't want to pay $50. Now, spending $50 for a gun may seem ridiculous, and it seems ridiculous to most people, so why in God's name would Infinity Ward release that to season pass holders? Only a select few people would buy that, and that just makes your game that much more unfair and that much more, you know, bullshit to play, because people that, you know, have the money, you know, because some people, it's not a matter of having the money, it's just a matter of generally not wanting to spend $50 on a game you really don't enjoy. You want to bring people to enjoy the game, not make them pay $50 to enjoy it, if that makes any sense. You shouldn't make people pay for a game that already isn't doing well to begin with have to pay $50 in order to do well in it, because in my personal opinion, and in most people's personal opinion, the Ripper's a great gun. I mean, the Ripper is a pretty good weapon. It kills really quickly, and yeah, but for some good news, which this commentary hasn't really been full of, the new DLC, the Devastation map pack, I believe it's called, does look pretty good. It's bringing back Dome. I thought Dome was already a remake of Strike Zone, or the other way around, Strike Zone was a remake of Dome, but it was. Apparently they want to bring it back. I do think that's a good move, but they're bringing in aliens. I don't know if you guys have seen the field order, but all the new maps, as you know, in the DLC have different field orders, like we saw in Fog, was the Michael Myers, and maps like Containment, you have the missiles coming down, and Ignition. I believe the rocket launches, I'm not too sure, but now in Dome, for some reason, aliens from Extinction come out. I don't know why they're doing this. I mean, you want your game to sell. You need to make it, you need to give the better player the advantage. You need to make it fit for the good players. Now, I know a vast majority of Call of Duty players are average or below average, but you need to give it to those YouTubers. You need to make those YouTubers play it, because those bad, below average players watch those good YouTubers, those YouTubers who are good at the game. And if the game doesn't appeal to the YouTubers, it won't appeal to the bad players. So you need to focus the game on appealing to the good players, the average players, the above average players, because those YouTubers, those huge YouTubers like Syndicate and Hutch, they don't even upload. They don't upload Call of Duty anymore like they used to. C-Nanners was an insane MW2 player, but the game just, you know, doesn't interest him anymore. It's too child-friendly, for the lack of a better term there. It doesn't really fit these bigger YouTubers, so they don't play it, and the game doesn't get out there, and just overall, the game's popularity is just non-existent. That's what we see in Call of Duty Ghosts, but this gameplay does wrap up in about a minute. Make sure you guys go sub to Zoom V. I actually don't even think I mentioned him. Make sure to go subscribe to Zoom. This is his gameplay, Triple Chem Strike on the map Ignition. My name is Incarnate, or Incarnate HD. Go sub to Zoom. Go sub to me. I'm nearing 1,500 subscribers, and I do believe Zoom is around 3,000 or 40,000. So that's really insane. Good job to Zoom for getting this gameplay. My name is Incarnate, or Incarnate HD. Leave your, once again, leave your opinions in the comments below on how you feel, or, you know, what you could feel done to Call of Duty. I can't speak right now, but what you feel like could be done to the Call of Duty franchise to make their next game sell better. There you go. My name is Incarnate, or Incarnate HD. Hope you have a good day. My name is Incarnate. I fucking butchered this commentary, but I'm out. Peace.